after they dropped this album, and so this is 2010. I'd heard one song off it. I went to see them with my mate. The next day, I purchased the album because they played loads of it live, and it was just
Right.
boom. And this is the thing as well, you know, with this album, with Battle of Los Angeles. I mean, I bet I would have loved it even more if I'd have seen them live. And this is the
Sure.
thing. I think that, you know, with this is a discussion maybe we could have, you know, separately, like on stereo. But
Yeah.
when it comes
What,
to
like
like
live
hip hop,
performances?
yeah, when it
Yeah, yeah.
comes to like hip hop gigs and stuff like that, usually
Mm.
it's done over a backing track, or you've got the
Yeah.
DJ, and
Mm.
then they're just rapping over the top. And sometimes they have their own vocals and they're still rapping over the top.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
Yeah.
this is karaoke. Like, no, I'm not a fan of. Whereas when you go and
Especially at
see it,
some underground stuff. Yeah,
yeah,
definitely, man.
when you go and see a live band, none
You
of
can't
that.
really do that. How would you
Can't
even
do it.
begin to lip sync or drum sync?
Can't do it. You
Imagine.
you
Yeah.
got to play it live, and that's the beauty of seeing like live shows. I mean,
Yeah, for sure. Definitely, man.
yeah, like genuinely, live rock. There's nothing like it. I'm not saying.
I've seen people live. Let's say, I think maybe like if I'm at a festival or if I'm at somewhere where there's just somewhere where someone's playing, and I'm always like, man, I just love the live sound. I love the drums, love everything that's happening. And then sometimes, but then I have this, for me now, I have this, what would you call it? Always have this feeling of, if I go and listen to it, like the song, it's not going to hit the same way. You know, that's built into me now, right?
Yeah.
I just, because it's happened so many times to me. And actually, there's only been a few times where watching something live has made me actually appreciate the original thing, especially within hip hop. Actually, even like that does happen where it makes me appreciate the songs more when you hear them live. But when I saw Jay-Z live for the first time, I think from that moment, before that, I was not as big a Jay-Z fan as I am now. Right. Like for me now,
it would do it.
fucking
Yeah,
love Jay-Z. Jay-Z
yeah.
is like my top 10, right? I've seen Jay-Z 3 times live, and he's never disappointed. He's such a good live performer, and I can't figure out what it is. Even watching his Fade to Black DVD, where it's like him performing his apparent retirement at the time concert for the Black album. My brother wasn't a big fan of Jay-Z, but he just happened to be in the room watching that film, and he was like, "Oh, I'm kind of starting to get it." And I was like, "What? Really? You're just watching a DVD of like his performance?"
There's
There's something about him performing it, right? Which
Yeah,
is, you're not even there, but yet there's something about. Is it the way he's delivering it? Is he a bit more energetic on stage compared to the more relaxed approach? You know, because I
because he's
started to
there.
pick out lyrics.
Yeah,
Like that's the thing. I was picking out lyrics and the flow patterns because on record, like he's a bit more relaxed, and it almost sounds like a bit like he's lazy, like he's just talking. But then when he does it on stage, you're hearing everything he's saying, and you're like, right, that's a sick line. And then it's like another one straight after, another one straight after that. Fuck, you're hearing how the words connect to each other. Bang, bang, bang. And then you get the book and he breaks it down for you. And it just all, adds up to that. Like that's me with other forms of music, especially like rock music, when there's like a lot of heavy drum work and guitars and stuff. Hearing that stuff in person, I'd never feel like I could replicate it going to Spotify or whatever and trying to find the same song, especially older music. It never just doesn't hit like the same way sometimes.
True,
I
man.
don't know if I'm just spoiled. I don't know if I'm just spoiled by the newer technology, the newer kind of soundscapes that are so much more crisp and deeper bodied, or maybe I'm just not playing the old stuff loud enough, because there is like a loudness difference, right? Like
it's different times though, man. Different EQs,
exactly.
different tech. Like it's
It's
gonna sound, unfortunately, it's gonna sound dated no matter what. If you're listening to, I don't know, like Curtis Mayfield or like Marlena Shaw, it's gonna sound old because it is old.
It is old, yeah, for sure.
Unfortunately, never going to be able to see them play live, and that's the thing.
Live element can't be dated, right? Like if it's live now, it'll probably sound like how it did live back then
Correct.
to an extent, right?
Correct.
So I